Okay, you know what? I'm gonna need Troy's help for this intro. Hold on one second. Hey, Troy.
Oh, hey.
Can I get your help with the video this morning?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I just need someone to be a horse. Troy. Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday, and welcome to another Top 5. You got the big JD here with you, and today it's a big birthday on the country music calendar. We'll find out just whose when we reach number 1 on our countdown of the top 5 singing cowboys in country music history. Now, the singing cowboy was a movie staple going back from the 30s into the 40s and 50s. There were so many singing cowboy movies. They would dress up in very elaborate costumes and not really authentic to any real cowboys in history, but plenty of singing. They were the musical westerns that helped define early cinema, and there were so many great singing cowboys that it was tough to narrow it down. But we have our top 5 singing cowboys, and we start off at number 5 with the Duke, John Wayne. And I know what you're thinking. John Wayne didn't sing in his Western movies. Well, you're thinking of later John Wayne. To get his start in the movie industry, oh, he definitely did some singing. One of his first movies in 1933, he was just 27 years old when he played Singin' Sandy Saunders. Fantastic movie called Riders of Destiny. The thing that was different about John Wayne's singing cowboy movies, first off, it was a lot darker than the other ones at the time. They were very light, tended to be not very gritty or edgy, and he was saying some pretty edgy stuff like you're going to be drinking your drinks with the dead, and really kind of, foreshadowing that he would become a much more serious Western actor later on. And the other fact that made it very different is John Wayne can't sing. Yes, he was dubbed in all his singing parts in those movies, and that is why he absolutely hated being a singing cowboy, because they had to go make public appearances. And when you're out there and you're known as a singing cowboy, people want you to sing, and he could not. All of his singing was dubbed, but still, he was a singing cowboy in the movies. So John Wayne, gonna be number 5 on my list. At number 4, we're going to give it to the very first singing cowboy. He had starred in silent movies as a cowboy dating back into the 20s. His name was Ken Maynard, and when they went into talking pictures, the talkies as they were called at the time, he continued his success. There were some people who were only successful in silent films, and as soon as you had to hear their voice, things really kind of dropped off for them. Not so with Ken Maynard, a good singer as well. He had recorded several songs for several different movies going into the 30s, but Ken Maynard, the very first singing cowboy in cinema history, he's going to get number 4. At number 3, we got a very famous name in both country music and acting, and that is Tex Ritter. You might know him for his many cowboy movies, or for the fact he's John Ritter's dad. But Tex Ritter was a singing cowboy starting back in 1936 when he screen tested. They absolutely loved him. They put him out on the screen, and America loved him as well. Tex Ritter, one of the more popular singing cowboys, and his singing was featured in one of the best westerns of all time, 1952's High Noon. The title track for that song was Do Not Forsake Me, Oh My Darling, sung by Tex Ritter, and as a matter of fact, that song would become a hit and receive an Academy Award for Best Music Original Song in 1953. So Tex Ritter, an Oscar winner when it comes to great cowboy music. He comes in at number 3. At number 2, now we're getting into the heavy hitters. We're talking Roy Rogers. Yes, one of the biggest stars, starting with his film roles. He had over 100 film credits to his name, mostly remembered as well for the Roy Rogers Show, which ran on radio and television, was huge. It featured him, his wife Dale Evans, his trusty horse Trigger, and their dog Bullet, and many great episodes of the Roy Rogers Show were huge parts of people's childhoods who grew up in the time. Roy Rogers, the king of the cowboys, as he was known as a singing cowboy. Hard to get better than Roy Rogers. There's only one spot above him, and we have to give a special shout out to the signature tune for Roy Rogers, written by his wife Dale Evans, and they would sing it together over the credits of each and every Roy Rogers show, and of course that is Happy Trails to You, one of the best known singing cowboy songs. So we put him at number 2. It's Roy Rogers. At number 1, it's the birthday boy. Born September 29th, 1907, the singing cowboy. That is Gene Autry, who only got the job because John Wayne walked away. Yes, when John Wayne decided he was through playing a singing cowboy, he was going to be more serious when it came to Western roles. They needed someone to fill those shoes, and they found it in Gene Autry. Not only because he could sing so well, but as a former rodeo performer, he could ride a horse and do it very well, and he did just that on Champion the Wonder Horse and so many great pictures. Gene Autry would become the singing cowboy of the late 30s and 40s. His success was so great not only in record sales, but in movie sales. As a matter of fact, even when he died in 1998, he was still one of the top 10 Western moneymakers in film history at the time, and it had been years since he had been in any of those singing cowboy movies. And of course, everyone remembers the big hit, Back in the Saddle Again, a great one for Gene Autry. He's got to be number one on this list. When it comes to the singing cowboys, it's the singing cowboy, Gene Autry, number one. And that is this week's Top 5. Thanks for tuning in with me. We'll be back again next week with a brand new list. Have a great day.